Morning, everyone. This is Holly with Holly Wade Wellness, and this is a topic that I've just been seeing a lot of. So, how do you choose a coach for whatever? It seems like there are new coaches cropping up everywhere in the fitness and wellness industry, in the business world, financial, and everyone's claiming, well, I shouldn't say everyone, many or some claim to be a quote guru. Well, let's just talk practically about it. There are many levels of coaches in terms of their experience, their training, and what they can offer you and how they can actually help you. Now, as the consumer, you deserve to know what is the best choice for you, right? You're going to research things like a car to pick the one that's going to be the best. You need to research coaches as well. Because unfortunately, for those of us who are operating out of integrity, there are a lot of, I call them false prophets, meaning people who are out there to make a big buck and they really don't know what they're doing. I hear about it all the time. And I'm not going to put those names out there, but I hear about different coaches who just say, hey, I'm this type of coach, and charge the big bucks and learn it on the fly. So that to the side, here's the thing. There really is an apprentice level, there's a master, and there's somewhere in between, right? Think about that in terms of like artists. There were apprentices to artists. And a master is the one who had spent years perfecting their craft, years diving into it to not just know it, but to understand it and breathe it and live it. So you have this spectrum of experience among people, and you need to decide which is going to be more appropriate for you, because an apprentice is learning, and everyone deserves to have the opportunity to learn those skills. I was an apprentice once upon a time as well. And as we grow into our skill set, we can rise up. So that's one thing you need to consider. And of course, a master at their craft deserves more because you're going to get more from them. So as an example, I have been living, breathing, learning, knowing, understanding fitness, wellness, nutrition, the mind-body connection, body alignment, the soul, since I graduated from high school. So it's not just a hobby. So that's some information that you need to understand. At this point, I do consider myself a master in my field. I consider myself an expert, and it's been earned, and I respect that in my own self. So that is up to you to decide if you want an apprentice, because you might be able to afford them a little easier, and just know that your outcome is going to match that. You can get someone in between, or you can study from a master. Now, the other thing to understand is qualifications. So, I can only speak for fitness and wellness. This is how it works. Here's the dirty little secret, and it is it's not a secret. Anyone off the street can sign up for a weekend training, do what they need to do. Sometimes you have to do a practicum, sometimes you don't, and you walk out certified. That does not display that that person really thoroughly understands or knows how to do that or can be effective as an instructor. It just means they attended they paid the money to go to this weekend workshop. So there again, there's that level of spectrum of education and experience. And of course, there's nothing like life experience to teach someone, right? That is the ultimate test of how you integrate knowledge and wisdom and learn to apply it. So probably the most important thing you can do is observe that person. Who is it that lives and emulates the life that you would like to also integrate into your own, who has cultivated these habits and skills that you would like to create in your own life, who lives, breathes, teaches it, knows it thoroughly, and can help mentor you or guide you into that same type of lifestyle. Now, this isn't about a formula. This is about who imparts that kind of knowledge and wisdom that you look up to as a mentor. And if you're not sure, observe that person for a little bit. You can always get on a discovery call with any coach so that you can interview them. Ask them the questions that you need to know. You deserve to do that. That's your homework. Find out what kind of experience that would have. Find out what would it be like to have them as your coach. What would it be like to work with them? Some people just don't mix. That's not who you want to spend money on, right? Because you're not going to get the outcome that you desire, and that's not going to be money well spent if you don't enjoy working with that person. If it's someone who just says, yeah, they're not going to challenge you to get better. So you want someone who's going to be real and honest with you and tell you the truth. You want someone who can sift through the misinformation and teach you the knowledge that you really need in your case, in your situation. And if they can't, then there's someone else who can. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person or a bad coach. It just means you're not a fit. So as you are looking for someone to help you in whatever area of your life that may be. So for me, I have a business coach. Kind of important for me to help me to know how to grow, to help me see my blinders, to help me learn the technology side, because that's where my weakness is. I'm flashy. I've got my knowledge. I've got my spunk. I know I can coach really well. I got that part down. But the tech side, just need some help with that. So I have a coach because that's where my blind spot is and where I need the help. So where is it in your own life? Is it financial? Is it health? Is it mind, body, spirit? Is it spiritual? Is it, who knows? But that's what you need to look for and align with. There you have it. There is my Getting Real to help you be a consumer, a smart consumer, so that you're not getting screwed over by the false prophets, or that you're not disappointed because of the lack of experience that you might think someone has. Because that happens too. And that's not necessarily that person's fault. They need to learn and grow, and they need that opportunity as well. In my opinion, that person does not deserve the big dollars that some of the other people do. Just saying. So, and that's my opinion. So please don't attack me for that. We all have a right to our opinions. If you have questions, if you have comments based on experiences that you've had or something to impart, comment below. I will respond, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts or your questions or curiosity as you are looking for someone to help you. Thanks, and have a great Tuesday.